Hello and welcome to night 78 of the Hades 2 playthrough. Welcome both to those who have been following along all of these videos, including the redux runs, the return to a real possibility runs, which was just wrapped up in the previous video. And also welcome to those who have jumped ahead here from before the return to a real possibility experiment, and those who had already seen the 1.0 version of the game's ending didn't want to see me replay all of those Typhon and Chronos kills. Jumped ahead to here. Welcome back. We've completed that. The last video saw us put an end to Chronos, experience the real ending once again, the night ride across the sky, conversations, all of that. And I want to do a quick recap for those, not of the entire ending, but of the changes in the ending that were introduced in the 1.1 update to the game, just in case anyone has leapt ahead from the end of the regular runs before I embarked on the return to a new possibility. The 1.1 ending is much better. And there are a couple of primary changes. Firstly, there are many more dialogues. It's worth watching that just for the dialogues. Melinoë gets to run around the main room in the House of Hades and engage in dialogue with Achilles, with who else? With her parents individually, with Zagreus, with Chronos, I think with Nyx, as she's discussing things, learning a lot more. It's just a much richer ending. And a couple big changes though to what actually the ending has, the content. Firstly, whereas in the 1.0 ending, it is Melinoë maintains throughout that she needs to kill Chronos. Kill. That's the only way out of this. It's Zagreus who begins to think, maybe I don't want to kill him. Maybe there's a peaceful resolution. And thus the plot twist is introduced. In the 1.1 ending, Melinoë herself begins to feel that way and begins to move in that direction, and ultimately is the one who suggests it to Zagreus, who says, hey, maybe you could try this instead, which is much better. Gives her a lot more agency, allows her to grow more as a character. I've read a couple criticisms with which I mostly agree of the 1.0 ending, that Melinoë is a kind of a not so progressive and somewhat non-feminist trope, in that she cares only about family, death, anything that threatens the family, is not able to grow or have any thoughts of her own. It's a simplification, but I kind of see what that analysis is going with, and this is much better. She's the one who matures, who realizes there's much more going on here. We don't have to. I don't have to listen to what others are saying. I have my own mind. I can make up my own mind. Things like that, but it also makes it more interesting. Now, certainly Zagreus's input is one of the things she takes into consideration. His reluctance to murder someone he's never met before. That's part of the one piece of the puzzle, but she really arrives at it on her own. Second big difference, much more crucial in terms of the ramifications, I think. Whereas in the 1.0 version of the ending, Chronos and Zagreus are the only ones who have the memory of this other dreamlike state, this past, all the years, decades perhaps, that went by, where he rejoined the family. Melinoë grew up as a toddler, an infant, with him as a benevolent grandfather. All of that. It's only Chronos and Zagreus who remember this. Everyone else has to take their word for it, which is not really, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but B, kind of calls into question why Melinoë suddenly snaps back into reality, realizes something's different right at that moment, in the primary reality. So it's that never really sat well with me at all, and those who watched those videos heard me complain about that. In the 1.1 ending, everyone remembers, everyone in the family remembers. Zagreus, Melinoë, Chronos, Hades, and Persephone. Perhaps more. It's possible, it doesn't say one way or the other, but it's possible that other members of the household also remember it. Achilles, maybe, perhaps Nyx, perhaps anyone else, Frozen, Megara, whoever. They may remember it as well. It's not clear. But now, at the least, all of the actual family, blood family of Hades remember it, which is a much more satisfying and sensible resolution. when Melinoë pops, when Melinoë, when the camera and the action return to Melinoë after we get the flashback of Zagreus not killing Chronos, and the flashback about Chronos growing up with Melinoë, or Melinoë growing up with Chronos in the house. When we return to Melinoë, suddenly she's flooded by those memories, dream memories, dream experiences, whatever. They overwhelm her, and that plays a big role in her ultimate decision to spare Chronos. Before that, she just to suddenly take everyone at their word and make that decision without any direct personal feelings, experiences, that was kind of weird. So I'm very, 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 and same for Hades accepting her decision, accepting that Chronos has been rehabilitated, much more sensible this way. So those are two very big changes. One other thing to mention is I've thought a lot about it. Not that this is such a deep thought, but I like how dream is important here. This whole change in time was introduced by Melinoë contacting Zagreus through dream. Okay, and the spear Gygaros was handed back and forth through dream. Her spell, the dissolution of time, was enacted in a dream. And so it kind of makes sense that when the primary reality is restored, when everyone returns to this violent, the not the peaceful utopian upbringing of Melinoë, but what actually happened in the game, they remember these other events, this peaceful utopian upbringing, as like a dream sequence. I think that's kind of neat, and it also invites further information when Hypnos gets involved. I can only assume he's going to wake up at some point, and now perhaps he's got a bigger role to play. He's been dreaming this whole time. He is dream itself, and I cannot. I meant to check that before starting this video, but I'm sure as hell not going to start all this over now. I remember someone saying early, rather cryptically, to Melinoë that Hypnos is where he needs to be. He's performing the role he needs to perform. I can't remember who said it, but now maybe that's bearing fruit. Maybe he's been instrumental in allowing all of this to happen. We don't know yet. I don't know yet because I've remained spoiler free. I haven't woken him up yet. Although I am worried about the soot that is necessary to wake him up. It has disappeared from my inventory, and I really hope the game allows me to find it again. Otherwise, I'll be trapped. But cross that bridge if we come to it. So one thought there, but the big changes I've mentioned there. I paused the game here and ended the last video here because after we snapped back and ended these redux runs, I didn't talk to anyone here. I wanted to start that fresh this video with that because I'm really hoping that further development will be given to what's really going on with these stamping out alternate variants and remnants of Chronos and Typhon, and making sure time flows smoothly or does not become fractured again, or the various ways that the game has described it. It was all left really, really cryptic in the 1.0 ending and what followed it. I'm hoping 1.1 will give that better development the way they gave almost all the other elements of the ending better development. So I'm hoping that'll happen, but I'm also wary. I'm not sure if more will be repeated here. I had 11 defeats of Chronos and Typhon total before returning to the real possibility, before jumping into these redux runs. And I don't know if I'll be redoing those as well. I've had several conversations with Chronos, the rehabilitated Chronos, concerning what's going on, cryptic though it is, and the other NPCs commenting on that. Will those be rebooted too? Will I have to re-experience those? Might they be enhanced, more informative, or is the game just going to jump ahead and now it remembers that I've got these 11 defeats and I'm continuing on literally where I left off before reciting the incantation to return to the past there? I don't know. And the developer's notes said that very little was changed to the post-ending content, but very little means some. And I'm kind of worried that I won't get to experience it. I'm kind of worried that it wasn't deemed important enough to be subsumed into this whole return to a real possibility, that they're just going to say, those slight dialogue changes, whatever. If the gamer had originally progressed beyond that point, we're not going to send them back before, him or her or they or them before. They're just going to skip it. I'm kind of worried about that, but we'll see. We'll see. So here I am. It's also worth mentioning that I'm still a bee in my bonnet is still the fact that Zagreus did not remember that Hecate does not seem to know that Hecate was a handmaiden of Persephone. I've been waiting from ever since that was mentioned in dialogue in the very first conversation Melinoë had with Zagreus, I think, first or second, and he mentions that. That's been bugging me. That's too deliberate a line to be an oversight or an oopsie or a random throwaway line. Yet nothing more has been mentioned of it. And the further I think about it, the more it bothers me. Like Hecate, she's like the supreme, the witch of the Crossroads, a primal force, a titaness, older than who knows, and yet she's a handmaiden to the queen of the underworld. That doesn't jive. Like, I mean, suggestions are she's every bit as powerful or more powerful than any of the gods, and yet she was just a handmaid. That doesn't. I don't like that. So I'm really hoping that'll get resolved. Either maybe it was always resolved in 1.0 and I haven't progressed to that part yet, or maybe more has been done with it or about it in here in 1.1. I have no idea. But that is enough of a preamble and a summary. We're going to sneak back up. No, okay, well, didn't sneak well enough. Gonna sneak back up to the tent and try to pretend that I had just materialized in my tent. I hadn't had any conversations, I don't think, except, no, just a few comments shouted at me as I passed. Like that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I talked to Chronos. I guess I can do it again.
A satisfactory result that
Sure.
time, wouldn't you say?
So I don't know. Are these conversations going to pick up right after pretending I've had these 11 other defeats, 11 other or victories, 11 other runs, and continue there? Are they going to react at all? I don't know. So let's see. Starting with Dora.
Hey, so what exactly happened around here? Did you complete your big important task? Because that's what I'm hearing from the other shades.
That's what she said in her first conversation, the first conversation with her after the original 1.0 ending. Word for word. I checked.
Well, for the most part, yes. My family is back. My mother and father are restored to the Underworld throne, and my brother's back too. But we have many details to sort out, and the Titan Chronos is going to be assisting us with that. The Titan you said you were going to slay this whole time, assisting us. Hate to say it, Mel, but sounds to me like you totally blew it. At least the Titan part. He's no longer himself, or rather, no longer the way he used to be, and we'll be closely watching him. Sure. So then, congratulations are in order, basically? Well, if you like. I do. Congratulations, Mel.
Okay. I forgot to say, sorry, I got to jump back into my little preamble. I forgot to say that in preparation for this resumed original chapter of the playthrough of treating the whole redux return to real possibility as kind of like a separate, isolated subset of runs. In preparation for this, I reviewed my videos. I reviewed all the conversations, not all, many of the conversations I had concerning the main plot development with Chronos himself in various places, with some of the gods, with the NPCs, and I recorded them, or rather summarized them in a document. And for the purpose of comparing what's going to be said now to that document. As well as to just refresh myself. So I remember this was word for word what Dora said the first time back after the 1.0 ending. So maybe I will get to see all those conversations again with any changes or alterations. That makes me happy. What it means here, though, is I am going to be alt-tabbing out of this to check that document here and there as I get further dialogues, assuming that we do get repeats like Dora's. So yeah, I'm going to be pausing a little bit, jumping back. The game automatically pauses, or the recording pauses when I do Alt-Tab. So just get ready for that. Okay, so that's a one-for-one repeat.
Thank the fates.
How about this guy?
Your task is finally complete. Perhaps the fates knew you'd succeed, but I couldn't always be certain, although I held to what could be considered hope.
Pretty sure that's exactly the same.
And your support made it possible, Lord Moros. For one thing, if you hadn't intervened when I was trying to reach the surface, Typhon might have reduced Olympus to ruin.
Doom averted. We children of Nyx have already heard that Mother is no longer bound in Tartarus. You have our deepest gratitude. Certainly mine. Well then, what happens now?
I suppose I ought to go make certain everything's in order. My father started renovations to the Underworld, and I volunteered to help clean up. The surface needs it too.
Then it sounds like I may see you again soon?
Absolutely.
Okay, let me check into the document, see if anything's changed there. 1 second. Okay, yep, that is indeed what he says the first time back. So it's another repeat. Also forgot to say as a guess hello and welcome back to those who did skip all those redux runs. You're going to see a lot of changes around here. Because everything progressed, all the decorating that's occurred in the Underworld, all this stuff, relationships with the NPCs, they all progressed and have been saved. And those are not being reset at all. The developers were very specific, very clear about that. So yeah, if you might be seeing some really different stuff around here, such as this nice little effigy, well, I don't know if it's fair to call it an effigy, caricature of Erebus. So, yeah, sorry about that, but there's no way around that with the game. Alright, let's check what Hecate says.
How are you faring lately, Headmistress? You've been, well, more reserved than I expected since the House of Hades. You said we'd speak more later.
How soon later turns to now. Look, Melinoë, I ought to be in a more celebratory mood, given what you finally achieved. I am, above all, very proud of you. But being back at the house awakened memories that ought to remain dormant.
Look at her closed eyes there.
Even though you got to see Mother and Father again, and Nyx, they were so grateful to you, I could tell. I am so grateful to you. Things may not have gone precisely as we planned, but the result is what we sought, isn't it?
You refer to Chronos. I long to see that wretch destroyed. My heart remains poisoned by the thought. I am attempting still to draw that poison out. Do give me time.
I remember you once told me that destroying Chronos would not change the past, and that the pain would linger.
And I was probably correct. Yet we cannot help but reassess the turns our lives take, through our own choices and otherwise. Anyhow, are you prepared to carry on?
Nearly so. Retracing my steps should be interesting.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Okay, I don't need to check the document. That was indeed word for, well, maybe not word for word, but that was substantially and substantively exactly what she said before. So it looks like we are getting to repeat at least the plot critical dialogues. That's good. That's good. Well done, Supergiant Games. All right. Oh, let's check the faded list.
Such a mess. Let me see.
Okay, so like before, this transformed from Melinoë Help Us, or whatever it was called, into Melinoë Remember Us. Without any accomplishment of the other tasks, without any fanfare, just silently changed. Okay, so that's still the same. Nothing else appears different. All right. Okay. But liars knew. I still hope Melinoë or Artemis will strum it at some point.
He isn't so trouble. The Chronos stuff I'm hearing, he's really calling it quits? And he let Nyx and everybody off? What did you do to him?
Working with my brother in a bygone time, we flooded our grandfather's mind with a cascade of new memories of the family he then realized he always had, creating in him a profound and sudden change. Why? What's your concern?
That's a great summary. Why didn't I just say that when recapping or summarizing the ending? That's fantastic.
My concern is that you ruined everything. So now we'll all have peace and harmony, joyful reunions, apologies, promises to never let this type of thing happen again? Ugh.
Have you met our families, Eris? It's never that simple.
It better not be, or I'll never forgive you.
That is very largely what was said before. Let me check one thing about that in the document. Yeah, I believe it's the same. I didn't record every single line, just the gist of each back and forth in the conversation, and what I wrote down matches what she just said. So it looks like that's the same too. Cool.
Hi, kitties.
Hi, kitties. Yeah, you better be sure I deserve a round of applause. Come on. Okay, cool. Oops, I always like to take the south. That's not the south exit.
Hello, friends.
Okay. Well, let's do the usual.
Just checking up on you.
Usual here. Get some nectar. Re-up on ambrosia. Sell the 2 fish. Cool. And
Nightmare.
claim nightmare. Oh, brilliant.
Lord
Let's-
Charon's gold rewards.
Let's go ahead and place another order for this.
You made it. Finally back from your father's house. Was Hecate all right? After the Titan got her, I ought to have taken guard duty more seriously and won't soon forgive myself is all.
Headmistress would only want for you to learn from it. I half wonder if she let herself be taken just to get closer to our mark. Perhaps go speak with her.
Yeah. And what of Chronos? Heard he isn't really dead and gone. How come everybody's cheering for you then?
He's dead and gone in the sense that we have neutralized the threat he posed. I now shall have to grow accustomed to having him as a grandfather rather than a hated foe.
Don't see why he can't be both. This was never part of the task, and not like you to stray from the objective. We sure this supposedly neutralized Titan of Time is to be trusted?
Headmistress sealed his strongest powers just in case. At any rate, we did it, Nem.
Then how come you look like you're headed out again? Heard there's still more time-related business to sort out.
Well, yes, but
Then we're not done.
Alright, that is this also the same. And interesting that here too, like in 1.0, she comments that Hecate has sealed off Kronos' strongest power. Okay, wow. A. See what I mean? How could a handmaiden of a queen do that? And B, I wonder if that's the case, why are they worried about a reversion? Well, I guess, no, okay. I'm reading too deeply into it. Cool, so that's the same.
You found a path to victory and got us there. Wouldn't have been much of a plan if it didn't leave room to improvise. Of course, our plan now also has this other phase as a result.
cleaning up after Chronos. We all thought I would get rid of him, but I found another way. One I think shall leave my family better off, if not the rest of the world, eventually.
I well and truly understand, Goddess, and do believe your choice was wise. As for what's next, everything is ready for you to proceed if and when you are.
Eliminating real possibilities that we could have failed. Ensuring time flows freely forth, as Chronos puts it. I don't quite know what to expect, but the change we're fighting for won't happen overnight. What do you make of it?
My personal opinion is it doesn't hurt to try. To the extent you had other matters to resolve, consider it an opportunity to do so. And we'll always be anticipating your return.
Then let's give it a go.
Alright, let me check the document on that. Yeah, I think that's the same. Let me check, where is it? Here? Huh. I think this one bit is different. In the 1.0 conversation, Melinoë begins one of her lines with, "I want your counsel, Odysseus," or something to that effect. And that's not present here. I assume it's been replaced here with this little detail, "Time flows freely forth." Okay, so there's a change. There's a change here, but it's substantially the same conversation as in 1.0. This is a good opportunity to mention also to those who skipped the redux runs that some more explicit information is given to the player about what is going on now, what these redux runs are, what these remnants are. Not a whole lot, but more. If you remember, that's something else I complained about in the 1.0 ending. Melinoë and the player are left completely clueless about what comes next. Just literally jumping into the underworld, or rather Olympus, I think, is where I went first. Just completely without any sort of clue what's going on. Oh, one second. Okay, sorry, I had some family stuff. Yeah, so more is said, more preparation is given. It was really weird. The 1.0 just kind of like, all right, I guess I have to go up to Olympus again. I have no clue why. Um, and a little more is said about what's going on there. You can see for yourself if you want to check back in the last video. So I think the change to the Odysseus dialogue was meant to pad that a little bit. Okay. So, hi, doggies. Right. Oh, okay. Maybe he'll give me the soot back. I don't know. Some plants to pull up.
All grown up.
Let's put down the short plants. 1, 5, 3. Okay.
Still asleep.
Okay.
My memories of you from that potential past I experienced in the House of Hades. You were so different, Lord Hypnos. Who are you truly? How can I finally get through to you?
That is wholly new. Obviously, that could not have happened in the 1.0 version of the ending, because in the 1.0 version of the ending, Melinoë did not have the memories of this alternate dream, whatever, universe or timeline. It was only Zagreus and Chronos. So that conversation could not have happened. But now it kind of could not have happened, or could not have not happened, because she has to address the fact that she actually knew Hypnos in her dreamlike memories of the other timeline. Cool. Doesn't advance the plot with him at all, of course, but it's a nice addition. Aha. Oh, reminisce. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oops. Nope. Okay. Nope. Cancel. Oh, okay. I can do it all again, but no. Alright, cool. That was a little scary. I do not want to go back and do this all again. There's however many dozens of runs. This is the new, okay, here's the new gift that Apollo and Artemis brought.
Time belongs to us.
It's not that good looking, I'll be honest. It's a little ugly, even. I get it's kind of an astronomical clock way before they had the technology to do it. I get it, but okay, cool. Okay, right. Well, now, well, staff is next. Okay, I mean, I can go wherever I want.
There's no way she could. Oh, hey. The rousing tales of your great accomplishment preceded you, young one, and I am here to heap still further praise. Great job back there with all the Chronos stuff.
Thank you very much, Commander. Though, what are you still doing here? I kept expecting you'd return to your honorary post at the house, but eventually I had to depart.
Well, you are not exactly done with everything, are you? I see you eyeballing the gateways out, wondering what's going to happen now. So as long as you're here, so am I.
So then you're sworn to us. To me.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, that was the same. I remember that. Cool.
Not quite as damp as Oceanus here, is it? Listen well to the commander, all right?
I wonder if this will be any different. I don't know that I ever went into here after the primary task.
Whichever way I choose, I can prevail. But where to focus next?
Okay. Beautiful as ever. Crescent moon here.
Quite a likeness.
Behold.
Alrighty. Oh, we got a new decorating option here.
You know the drill.
Some more Arcana aspects, okay. One of, featuring an ancient aspect for each of the nocturnal arms. Cool. So the hidden aspects, I don't know if I ever got that before 1.0 came out. And effigies, Titan effigies. Okay, training dummies in the form of Titan. Which Titan, I wonder? That's got to be Chronos. Okay. All right. Now what? Not gonna do any decorate or anything yet. Let's get to the action. It's been enough talk. I've placed my but there was something new at the cauldron. Okay, better check that. That's where all the interesting stuff happens.
Lady Medea needs this for who only knows.
Oh right, I forgot about that. Okay, Medea sent me on a quest to gather tears for her for some personal quest. So, essence of sorrow takes just one tear. Vaporize tears to their purest form for use in some sort of concoction by the Witch of Shadows. Anguish is fleeting, but may be bottled for later use by the skilled practitioner. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Cool.
Boil tears of sorrow and return to your essential form. So mote it be.
Ooh, what did I receive there? This. Vaporized tears, mostly used by the Witch of Shadows for who only knows what. Brewed in the cauldron, blah blah blah. Same flavor text. Okay, pretty wicked looking elixir there. All right. These three. What am I? Still need the stardust for that. The soot. Okay, which disappeared from my inventory and was not restored to me. I'm a little concerned about that. And I need wool for that. Okay. So. Oh, well, I've got gifts to get. Now, let's just get to it. Alright, gonna take the staff. But you know what? I think I'm going to... I'm concerned that I haven't yet received the hidden aspect, or been able to unlock the hidden aspect of the flames. And I wonder if it's because I need to get these up higher. I can't think of anything else. So let's go ahead and use a little nightmare. Let's get one at a time higher. This one's further along. So let's get the Aspect of Momus up. Even though I haven't used it yet, haven't discussed it or provided any gameplay information, let's go rank it up.
Such power hides within.
And then to 5.
Much to look forward to, Lord Moros.
Because after all, one of the NPCs we know has to give us the waking phrase. That's been the consistent way it's revealed. And Moros is sitting right here, so perhaps I have to get his aspect up, and he'll say something about it. Just wanted to jump into that. I think I'm going to go down. There are no testaments, well, unless something new's changed here.
Dare I take the vows?
No testaments for the staff. So we're going to just get a nice... Oh yeah, I haven't unlock the Valve Rivals for level 4 yet. I can't yet. So we're just going to have a nice zero fear run down south, downstairs. No reason to put fear on just yet. And the reason I want to go down is because that's where I could speak with Chronos. Sorry, that's where I could speak with Hades. And if I recall, it was from either Hades or the Chronos battle that I found soot the first time, and I'm nervous about this. So let's try and go down, and also that'll get me more conversations with Chronos to see if anything has changed or been added there. Great. So let's equip the staff.
Discura.
Yeah, let's go with Momus. Sure, whatever. Let's do that, and we're gonna try out keepsakes that. Again, it's going to be zero fear, so as I've been doing, that could net me some new conversations. So I still don't think I've gotten Arachne's conversation with this, even though we spoke to her with this equipped. She did not deign to comment on it. I should have checked. Should have checked my prior videos, but and ditto for Narcissus. Neither one of them commented on it. Echo has commented on hers. So let's go ahead and do that.
That one.
And I think we will go with, what do I need most of? I don't know. I went with Phrenos last time, right? Let's go and run with, let's run with, Well, you know what? We rarely run with Gale. So if anyone has anything, almost never run with Gale. If anyone has anything to say, because I've got Gale, any conversation, but it could be preempted by any Chronos related. Yeah, let's run. Let's do.
Join me, little one.
Doesn't really matter. Go. But maybe some NPC will have a conversation concerning Gale. Great. Okay, and we're going to take the fear.
The oath of the unseen.
Oh, it's already at 0. Okay, cool. Let's see. I guess this would be. Actually, hang on. Let me check the document. Okay, this would be Chronos remnant number 6, which is another reason to go down. It ties me up. I've already destroyed 6 Typhon remnants. This would be the 6th Chronos remnant. All right, down we go.
To Tartarus. Ensuring victory.
Oh, got gift. Yeah. Ooh, computer slow down here. Let's do it.
For all your steady leadership, I bid you please accept this offering, Lord Uncle Zeus. Once all this is ended, may you and Queen Hera reign in peace and prosperity forevermore.
Respect for one's elders does not come automatically, I know only too well. Know that I do not take kind gestures such as yours for granted, and appreciate them a great deal. You have a generous spirit.
Thanks. Sure why the computer's slowing down a lot.
I know not what you did to Chronos, niece, but he is no longer himself, practically groveling for mercy here, and ask you for our aid to ensure time flows freely forth or some such scribble. Is this why you plan to retrace your steps?
Okay, yeah, let me check on that. Yeah, I didn't record the full conversation, but that is basically what he said. Maybe not the time flows freely forth bit, but okay, so yet again, we are getting to see repeats of these first conversations, those related to the main plot. That's excellent. Okay, more practically, what have I got? I've got the staff here. Attacks, blitz, specials, blitz. Let's do the attacks, sure. Oh, what did I learn? Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. This is a result of speaking to various members of the court of the House of Hades. Melinoë had fleeting dialogues with each of them in the new 1.1 ending, and as this is the first battle that's been encountered since then, only now do we get their Book of Shadows entries. Cool. So Orpheus, the talented court musician of the House of Hades, left a strong impression on your mother and father with his songs, enough so that he has remained in their employ. His imaginative ballads have a way of spreading far and wide. Perhaps he shall eventually compose one about you. Cool. Achilles, a loyal subject of your father's and trusted friend of your brother's. In death he has abandoned his bloody past, but is said to retain his martial skill. He often visits Elysium, where he has strong ties. You can imagine all that such a warrior could teach you. He has strong ties to his lover Patroclus. Patroclus is languishing in. As much as anyone can languish in Elysium, but is in Elysium, was moping about. Zagreus brought the two lovers back together, restored their their faith in one another, or their hope in one another, and now they hang out together again. Great. Megara. She is first of the Fury sisters, whose charge is to tend to those who deserve a protracted stay in Tartarus, using widely feared methods that need not be described. Your brother and she have a complicated, long-standing connection. Yeah, she and Zagreus were a romantic item before the first game, but she basically kicked him to the curb for being an immature jerk, and he gradually becomes less immature and more mature, and the player can choose to reignite their relationship if the player wishes. So the description here is ambiguous, of course. And Thanatos, a son of Nyx and the incarnate of death. You are very familiar with his work, and respect his well-reputed discipline. He and your brother share a close bond, though his work sometimes takes him far beyond the underworld. Yep, we got to meet Thanatos, another of the children of Nyx, and another romance option for Zagreus. It seems that I can't remember now if they had a relationship as well before the first game, or were merely kind of flirting and heading in that direction. But regardless, they can become lovers if the player chooses, either alongside romancing Megara or not. It's completely up to the player. It's ancient Greece, that kind of stuff. Polyamory, while not known as that by that term, was pretty welcome back then. So, according to many annals of the time, at least. Okay, and Dusa, a gorgon tending to the house of Hades and the various needs of its denizens. As chief custodian, she often has more work than time, a feeling you know only too well. Often, she never has anything other than work. You also wonder what it would be like having snakes for hair, which could assist in various chores, or perhaps in battle. Yeah, she was a bit of comic relief and pathos as well in the first game. Basically the only custodian that we see in the House of Hades, and constantly overworked. Okay, is that all, I think? Cool. Happy to have those entries. Happy to continue as well.
Mind getting that for me?
All right, that's what Gala gets for you. Just stuff growing on the surface. Yeah, sure. Nice.
Gently now.
Oh, I totally forgot I was using the Aspect of Momus. Okay.
Lord Poseidon, so many mortals know you as the Earthshaker, for the land and sea alike bend to your will, but I'm so deeply fortunate to know you as my uncle. I won't forget your kindness and spirit.
You needn't waste your nectar on me, niece. Not like I can drink it all the way from here. Perhaps that's just how it is with offerings. Mortals, they leave us strips of fresh cooked meat and things like that. What was I on about? Chronos surrendered to us, niece. You must have heard you helped deliver him. If there remains some mess that must be cleaned, I cannot follow what he rambled on about, but if you simply need my boons, then here.
Okay, another repeat of a first conversation concerning the plot. Ooh, damn, look at that. Nah, I think I'll jump on this now. I mean, that's good to have nice and early.
Behold.
Cheers.
Oh, that's right, that's what Dusa does. It's always used up before you get to anything interesting.
See, I can't believe you did it, Em, but that would mean I didn't think you could. But I did, so I won't. But I will say, cheers for everything. I know we might not be completely done, but if a bit of pressure's off now, good.
Okay, another first, and I'm going to stop commenting on that now, unless there's something really interesting to say. Yeah, but the Olympians, no. Oh, it's good. Get everything special very faster.
Time to send a message.
Crossroads on Seleni's silver chariot, cousin. The ballad Artemis and I performed, that's the first we jointly composed. We don't always get along, but you inspired us.
That's a nice sprint.
There. We are as shadows.
Here we are. Yeah, for sure it is.
The exit wards are down.
Yeah, thanks. Gonna have to go with the double. They're both kind of annoying, but I'm gonna anger Apollo.
This pleases me.
I don't want the same curse. Well, I'm already doing 2 curses along with the sprint. Even so, do I have any lightning bolt effects? No. Blitz is not a lightning bolt effect, I think. Oh yeah, it is. Struck by lightning after they take 120. Okay. Sure.
Was it something I said or did? Or perhaps you don't respect my power, even when it's turned against you thus?
Let's take it easy now. Ensnared.
Nice.
Well, just so much for that lot. May my blessing serve you better than them. You earned it.
This will be handy when I finally get a cast. Cool. Double strike up to 25%. Nice. Ooh, yeah.
with the Titan Chronos was one of the greatest ordeals that the Silver Sisters ever faced. Yet through it all, you have remained steadfast. I know that more is always to be done, but you have earned at least a new moon's rest.
Yeah, I wish. Still can't sit down on benches, though.
For the glory of the Silver Sisters,
Lord.
Little Star.
I forgot yet again to check which of these I need. The God sent boons I need. Let's get this one. No, yes, no. Let's get this one. That's
Night
fun.
Bloom.
That's fun. Let's get this.
You wretches are in for it now.
Oh, I should have equipped her silver branch or white branch. Darn.
Artemis.
Sash ranked up. So I get +4 after each location, and that was retroactive. Yeah, cool.
There.
Sure, let's fish.
Let's fish.
The hunt is on.
And caught. Cheer up, Mopa.
Look at that.
Phew, didn't want to disappoint or embarrass myself in front of Artemis. No nectar for her? Oh, I have to sing and fight alongside her more, okay.
The deed is done, or should I say the task is finally complete. But you're right back to work.
Yes, well, call it a habit or an opportunity to check up on some things. And thank you, Artemis. I won't forget the flight of the Silver Sisters.
Apollo just had to come along, though I won't soon forget it either. Not felt a victory like that in ages. Wait, why are we still fighting?
To destroy every last trace of the threat we faced, apparently. So I still need you around as much as ever.
You mean we get to keep this up, and I will have as much target practice as I want? Well, okay.
Ooh. Well, how does that work? My hex raises enemies. It doesn't do direct damage itself. So this is nice, but prime, that's a lot to prime. What have I got? Yeah, let's try this. Let's see.
Smart. Watch your step.
Fight on.
It's appropriate to find silver where Artemis appears.
All yours, Golly. Why, thank you.
Okay, so still waiting to talk to Arachne and have her recognize the keepsake.
We are victorious indeed, my lord, and thanks in no small part to all you've done. I trust that Nyx has already visited with you, but what of all the gold that remains? Then you shall have it. Hear me, on my authority.
I don't really like this cast, so let's do this. Alright.
Farewell, Lord Charon.
The aspect of Momus. Everything as it once was, yet nothing is the same. A feeling I know only too well. It seems we are to prolong your training for a while.
How does she know that feeling?
My training shall never be complete, isn't that right? Although it's odd to think that following my prior steps to Tartarus shall help maintain the proper course of time.
Whether we truly possess the capability to maintain time remains to be seen. But we can at least maintain ourselves.
Okay.
Now the crossed blades.
What?
Into the fray.
Well, at least that actually was a boss strike. That's mine.
Selene smite you.
Nice. Oh, come on. That was the slowdown. The slowdown that occurred by Golly blocking threw off my timing there. That was weak. Thanks.
Return to shadow.
You have prevailed again.
Okay. Get all that cinder.
Retracing my past steps.
Okay, no Chronos here, but I recall, I checked to see that Chronos did not appear here during the first run after the ending in 1.0 also. So, I suppose no surprise. Alright,
Try another one, maybe.
let's change to, Narcissus. The Narcissus, in case I encounter him, and he'll comment on it. Some bones.
Should help.
May as well get things to take back to
Into
the
the depths.
to the Crossroads. Ooh, I hear chaos ahead. Yes, indeed.
All that metal holds the very sea at bay.
Yeah.
To chaos.
Oh yeah, give me the flux.
A gift from the earth.
Sweet. Alright.
I sensed upheaval in the earth the likes of which I have not felt before. The terror of it more than the intensity. Something transpired in your father's residence, and Chronos vacated. Why would he take an action such as that? Respond.
Respectfully, Almighty Chaos, Chronos has had quite a change of heart. I found my brother Zagreus, who aided me in bringing it about. Our grandfather conceded in his war against Olympus, and now seeks to make amends.
An interesting change. The absence of detail raises many different questions, which I shall explore. The outcome that you sought has been achieved, yet you seem to pursue it even still. My mark, therefore, remains available to you.
Okay. Yeah, let's just get some flat out health here. Cool.
Very well. My claim.
Wow. That's fast. Mm-hmm.
under the stars.
Let's see. Raise servants attack faster. Gain damage after I take damage effects from boons. Binding circle appear. Deal lots of damage. 20. Don't have the one that lets them stick around forever. That's a shame. First time. I think we'll go along the top here. So let's get deal 10% damage. I deal more damage. 10% damage. Move and attack faster. And let's go right to. I do more damage. I do more damage.
The end of the path.
Oh yeah.
Too.
Nice.
The monster's down and out? And I mean out for good, as in we can't find any trace of him at all. They're telling me you turned Typhon to ash, dearie. That's proper scary stuff.
Huh, that's replying or reacting to Typhon's death, not the big ending. Alright. I would like this. Yeah, that's just going to let me throw off Omegas left and right. Let's do that. Ooh, oh. Alright, gotta do this. Come on. Come on. Comment on the keepsake.
There was this wonderful aroma in the air just now. Lilac on a summer breeze or something like that. I thought it was you, but it's just the gift I gave you before. Good stuff.
Nice, that's what I wanted.
This aromatic phial you gave me does smell rather pleasant, doesn't it? I scarcely notice with all the brine and fishy odor around here. Though it doesn't seem to bother you.
Oh, I just tune it out. Like all the rest. I give my undivided attention to me. And I guess some of it to you. But you don't stay for long, so it's okay.
Alright. Boon and a seed. Palm and some plants. Oh, this is the one that lets me take home more stuff, so sure.
Thanks. Mine.
Great.
Thank the fates.
Oh, good.
You'd have taken more than one hit getting through this mess.
She's gonna hit me for 11, and if I accept, she'll hit me for just 11. That's her best shot. Wow. Okay. And in return, I get soul tonic. I accept that.
Smile. Ugh. Surprise.
Great. Oh, she disappeared. Okay. Perhaps because I haven't yet unsealed one of them. Nah. I haven't unsealed two of them. Yep, let's do that.
Down the drain. my chaos spoon just then.
Okay, cool. So now I got a lot more health. Great. This is a magic killer when I have any, but any magic regen other than a really good one. Every time I attack, bam, 5 magic, bam, 5 magic. Okay. I don't like either of these two, so let's try it. Let's try it.
Fine work as always.
Oh yeah, get this. See, watch. Oh, yeah. Just cost me magic right there. Boom.
Alright, dearie, let's get a real fire going. No more fussing about merely with sparks and such. Oh, Apollo, get your buttocks over here right now, because I could use a light.
Right away, dear Lady Hestia. Though, might we please take more precaution not to burn down half the mountaintop this time?
Dodge or daze cause the foe to miss, get some health back. I mean, yeah, okay. Cool.
Golly, get it.
You followed our song. Hey, maybe you know, lady, what happened to Mr. Chronos? Lately, he's stopped answering our calls. He's probably just taking a little break.
Uh-oh.
You could say that. Lord Hades has returned as rightful ruler of the Underworld, which means Chronos now can attend to other matters. He'll likely get back to you.
That's a kind way to put it, for her benefit.
What are you, his personal assistant? Of course he's getting back to us. And if he's paying no attention to what happens in our venue in the meantime, even better. Sing along, everybody!
Oh, jeez, good aiming. Crap. So basically, if I want to regenerate magic, I'll have to use special, because otherwise my attack hits twice and costs magic. Which is fine, I'm not too concerned.
Too hot for you?
Oh yeah, that's worth a Steam achievement too, bringing her back to life using the hex. That's funny. I forgot all about that could happen, or that would happen. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I hate her.
And the Steam achievement is called Breaking Up the Band.
Gemstone.
That's lovely.
We'll have another show tomorrow night.
That's let's see. Oh, darn. It's practically reason enough to take the hex all by itself. Okay. Good. So we got Narcissus' comment on his keepsake. Oh, and that rarefied whispered prayer. Huh. Nice. Hex. Yeah. I guess that. I'm hoping that applies to my raised servant's damage. Otherwise, that would be completely. That'd be wasted. A huge oversight. We've already gotten her her conversation, her dialogue. So let's use something I only got one of so far. Let's raise up these, or maybe use Chronos. Well, that would be nice to have while talking to Chronos, which didn't happen. So let's avoid that. Let's take this one just to start leveling it up. Yeah, let's get this one too in case we get something nice to which to apply it. The hell did that say? I have no idea what that just said. Oh, probably telling me that Hephaestus is ahead, and that I can, that I can use it.
Hopelessness, failure, despair.
I wonder if each of these 2 strikes restores magic. If so, I've got nothing to worry about. Nice. Alright, let's keep charging ahead.
Now 2 remain.
Well, 2 still remain. That wasn't a major one. Let's exit.
Lord Hephaestus, you're so much more than your ingenious craft. I never could have expected you to be so generous to me, and I'm most grateful for it.
Oh, Witchy, is it not in here? Or are you embarrassing me to no end? Just let me work the blasted forge. No need to make a big deal.
Where's he at? It's still pretty early days with him.
Right, where'd that great big monster out there go? The mountain's rumbling's all settled down, and now my clanging's just about the worst of it. You got him then? Ugh, I didn't even get to have a look.
Yeah, we'll toss this out there. Nice. Cool. Every now and then, that's worth a big boom.
Flourish.
You can even open up with it. Like, boom.
This feeling.
Lovely. Nice. Still got plenty of armor left over, even though I'm no longer gaining any from the sash of Arachne. Yeah, we'll do this.
I'm going. Step aside. Cheers, Gunny.
Didn't notice that. Cool.
What say you, Homer? Olympus, I accept this message.
Nice cast. Still cast. Now we're talking. Oh, wow. I mean, I gotta. Sorry. Gotta.
for now.
Okay, this ranked up. Excellent. Alright, let's get servants deal more damage and plus 500 damage the first time they hit. That's cool. And let's just rush to that. No way. Attacks faster. Yeah, it's got more power on those attacks.
My silver shines.
Big time. Alright. Ooh, specials deal plus 40%. That'll last for the rest of the run. Healing between locations. That'll last for the rest of the run. Huh. Yeah, let's get that. Cool. Oh, hi.
I can do this.
Have I even found the tree? Not that it much matters.
Illuminate my path.
Yeah. Yeah. Big time. Cool.
This doesn't belong here. In the name of Hades.
Only got 2 of those. I kind of like this, especially because I can rarefy it. Let's do that.
Done and done.
Yeah, priming 30 in order to get 20 free armor. Yeah, for that location. That's nice.
2 to go.
I guess it'll add 20 then to the... check that.
Flourish and reveal my path.
My servants are doing a ton of damage. Dude.
Corruption cleared. Olympus, I accept this message.
Sure.
Cheers, Hermes. I think I'm finished here.
I think those are all the freebies. Yes. Alright. I really don't need Golly to run over and get that. Okay. Sure.
dog.
Yeah, so we're back to treating this as playtime for Hephaestus, because the ending has been achieved. Yeah, look at him go. Wow. That's amazing. I was just gonna... Damn. You do your thing. Come on. Come on, go get him. That's something else.
The fire-breathing guardian of hell has had his fill of brisk activity for the time being.
You're looking better already. Tears.
Right on.
Downward.
Alright. I'm really hoping I pick up some set here, because otherwise I'm going to be pretty worried about what that might mean. Alright, let's switch over to... Alright, let's run to the other one, of which I've only got one, Hestius.
Alright.
After all, I would love to have burning coal. Ooh. Yeah, I'll sacrifice and get some money, sure.
Oh, coinage.
Boom,
Here
right,
goes.
healed it right back up.
Ever-shifting chambers. Realign.
Wretches shall fall to welcome you, daughter, but I shall.
I would love to get the hex up further just to watch these things roll. I'm going to have to use this more often. This is a nice hex. Okay.
In you go.
I think I'll risk Hephaestus's wrath, especially with this hex. I can just focus on dodging it and let a raised enemy do the work.
Thank you.
Okay, glowing coal. Can't rarefy, because it's level 1, yeah. Let's get that done.
Let's get them great on tea.
You brought this on yourself, Witchy. And by this, I mean my favourite Tamarier.
I've totally forgotten that I have a cast spoon. And a good one. Oh. Oh. Do it. Oh, is it stuck? Come on, do something. My buddy, come on, what was that? That was awful. How about now, yeah? Anything? God, he's useless. Okay. That wasn't awesome.
No use staying mad over nothing. Wasn't all that mad, mind.
Yeah. Let's get that, for sure.
All right.
I mean, I'm grateful for the extra chambers, but where's Hades?
This'll be quick.
threat. Why not?
Lord Uncle. Olympus, I accept this message.
Yeah.
That was my boon.
Again, thank you, but where's Hades? Oh well.
Not frightening enough.
Interesting. Oh, percentage stuff. Let's get this up. Sure. Yeah, why not? Okay, no other side chambers. This one. Alright, the Ember ranked up. Cool. Oh, there wasn't a reward there, was there? Still no other op chambers. I'm happy to keep getting hex upgrades, but I really want Hades. I want my suds. Excuse me, quick cough. Let's see. I think I'd rather rush to this. Servants deal more damage, and I deal more damage. They take some of my damage, and yeah, okay. We'll put them in the binding circle, sure.
With Seleni's grace.
Into the dark.
More coin, that's great, but looks like I'm not going to get Hades this time. Okay. It's a pity, it's the whole reason I went down. Well, the main reason. Gold.
A couple chambers more.
Sure, we'll do this.
By my father's name.
Oh, it raised a rat. Nice. Okay. Again.
One chamber left. The house is just ahead.
Rats. No Hades encounter. That's a bummer, man. Alright.
The house of Hades.
Nothing for it.
Always use more.
Okay.
Good evening.
Definitely get this.
Hear me on my authority.
Ooh, okay. Let's see what that looks like. Got this, which is rank 6. Okay, only 1 second between those bursts. Cool. That's sweet.
Oh, it's only me.
How much now? I've got 4 now, 20%. Yeah, let's do that.
This one.
Ooh, casts up, please. Okay, see if it's the same thing.
Good. You are here at last. Now that you faithfully retraced your path, I ought to be able to manipulate the course of time such that you find yourself within the house, whilst a remnant self of mine sits on your father's throne. Ready?
Okay, it's pretty much the exact same thing. It said first time encountered. Let me actually double check that 1 sec. Yeah, it's the same. It is exactly. Okay.
No, not yet. What shall happen if I prevail, let alone fail? Are you certain any of this shall even work?
This is new, but there might be a reason why. I'll say more in a little bit.
Well, I am relatively certain, yes. The visions I can conjure up of Asphodel, the principle of this is much the same, and you have likewise demonstrated aptitude at breaking free of temporal restraints.
So I'm to enter the house exactly as before, and deal with this remnant Chronos as I have in the past. Then you shall do the rest.
Exactly so. First I shall create a shift whilst you enter, then you do as you must with the wrong-headed version of me in there. We shall be rid of the mere possibility of him.
All right then, off I go.
Okay, so those last few bits of the conversation were new. However, perhaps because in the 1.0 ending, I went to the Olympus route first and encountered Chronos first up there, in which he explained a little of what was going to happen up there. And when I came back down to face Chronos for the first time after that ending, all Melinoë said is this going to be much the same as it was up on the summit? And he says yes. So that there perhaps is no different actually. Maybe that was the same as in 1.0. It just depends on which one you go to first. Got it. Excuse me. So the still not a whole lot of explication of what this remnant business is. I've theorized about it heavily already, way back before the redux runs. Not going to do so again here, but still like some sort of confirmation if we're in a multiverse situation, a unique creation of a different timeline, or splintering of time into timelines that is not part and parcel of a multiverse. I'd love some clarification on that, but is not forthcoming yet. So let's deal with, this would be the 6th version, I assume? Maybe it'll be treated as the first. I don't know. I don't know that there's any way to tell, in fact, other than the dialogues. Let's see.
Farewell.
Oh, hello.
You again.
Insolent girl. I do not know how you last managed to escape from me, but you have gravely erred in setting foot again within these halls, thus giving me a second chance.
So this is a dialogue of facing him after having lost one time. Interesting.
This is not your second chance, Titan, but your last. You are an aberration and should not even exist, not here like this.
If I may interrupt, greetings. In case the resemblance is insufficient, I am you. Yet I am also me. I know this must be difficult to accept, but my granddaughter is quite correct.
Grandfather, let me handle this. Knowing how you used to be, he won't be listening to reason here.
This foolishness, this mockery. You would confound me with these cheap illusions, whilst you deign to lecture me about what should exist or not. Be gone.
Okay, let me check on that for a second. Okay, well, I actually did not record that. I recorded what happened after the battle, I think. So I think this is, I believe this is the same as it was. So maybe they're rebooting, at least for the conversations. They're rebooting not just the redux runs leading up to the ending, but the ones following the ending, leading up to the epilogue or whatever. I'm not going to argue. Okay, here we go. Okay, so far so good. So far so easy. Oh, magic.
Possibly resist the ravages of time. But you, how? You, my vestige, shall unfortunately never know. Now forgive this old man his transgressions. A time flow freely forth. What have you done to me?
Time flows freely forth.
Okay. Look at that. The allies, even that my hexes did more damage than my hexes raised, did more damage than anything else I was doing. That's awesome. That's awesome. And that was indeed the same dialogue. So, I don't know how to count this. I really don't. You know, if you're watching these, you know my videos are entitled according to the number of defeats of the remnants. And I don't know how to count this. Should I restart at number 1? Should I just continue counting? I don't know. For all intents and purposes, it seems to be number 1 again.
gemstones from the earth.
Okay. No hint of soot. That's... I know I did a little bit of digging online to see if I could find, hey, does the soot ever come back to you after it's removed in 1.1 or when you return to the real possibility? And people were saying that you get the soot by talking to Hades. But that's not my recollection. I thought I remember, I guess I could check the videos, but I thought I remembered getting the soot from this battle. Now I hope I'm wrong, because it wasn't here, and I don't know how to get it. Oh well, hopefully in due time. Pun not intended. There we go.
Time itself is every mortal's enemy, and enemy to some immortals too. So let us all be thankful that the Princess of the Dead has really throttled him again.
Return to Shadow now. Good enough.
Okay. Well, one second. Well, yeah, Homer's little extra screen and dialogue there was not the same as the first one. At least the first one I encountered upon defeating the experiencing the 1.0 ending. Although it's possible those are just chosen randomly. I don't know.
That's one fewer possibility that things will run afoul for us again.
Loving the music. So dramatic.
You know how late it is? Got a new picture there, I see. That from your mom and dad. Looks newer than the other one. You're all grown up.
It was a bit of a parting gift, considering I won't be staying at the House of Hades with the rest of them. Though I'll be seeing them around, I think.
Oof, harsh. How come they didn't want you living in their subterranean stronghold with them? You're their kid.
They did want me to stay, it's just my home is here. They're my family, but so is this.
What, have you lost your mind? Wait, I'm your family too? That's what you're saying?
Sure, if you're up for it.
No, alright, I guess why not.
And that was the same number 2 dialogue that Dora had. Hang on. With Melinoë. So the first 2 dialogues with Dora have followed exactly what they were, or have mimicked exactly what they were in the first 2 dialogues after the 1.0 ending. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Be well, all right?
It's like it's the epic version of the song
Back to the abyss.
that Artemis is singing.
Interesting. The song from our flight.
Yeah.
Apollo's not around to sing the other part, but you sure are.
Sure. Apparently I need to do more singing or more fighting or both in order to progress in the dialogues with her. I guess this counts as joining in, even though no one's singing. Nice.
Next time.
No Eris.
There's more still to be done.
Could you ask Lady Demeter to cease this rain, Your Grace? Cause of death and mushrooms. Ouch. Yes, yes, yes.
Let us briefly speak.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
So, is it working out thus far? This change of plan, as our tactician would say? Should you see even the slightest trace of the old Chronos, do notify me at once.
Grandfather appeared where and when we discussed. His claims about these remnant possibilities out of time appear to be accurate. Shall we continue?
We may as well see where it leads. Also, I wish to thank you for your concern for me before, and express my gratitude that you decided to remain with us. I was angry with your decision at first, but no longer.
It was not a difficult decision for me, Headmistress. It would have been harder had I realized it might anger you. I've been to both the Palace of Zeus and the House of Hades, and neither has a cauldron or soft earth beneath my feet.
I understand only too well, Melinoë. And I would have chosen the same, except I thought you would have been the wiser. Now you are stuck here. Another lost soul in the crossroads twixt heaven and hell.
But I'm not lost. I'm where I wish to be.
Truly.
Ah. Very nice. There's the trust deepened. Okay. Been waiting for that for a little bit. What did we learn? 1 second. Okay, that no dialogue was added, so I guess that just means that it's like, hey, direct your attention here. You can talk more with her. You wish that you were her. Understandable. Yeah. Okay. Anything new here? Nope. Alright, as before. Nectar. Ambrosia. Moper.
How were they anyway? Your family? Persephone, the queen, Prince Zagreus, whoever else. He doesn't want this blade back yet, does he?
He hasn't mentioned it. I don't know. I like him quite a bit. Perhaps since I haven't been around him for eons, as with siblings from certain other families I've met. And my mother and father, they're all that I imagined, I suppose.
Right. Probably because your imagination's filling in a lot of blanks. But at least you found them, and it's off to a good start. Not to be taken for granted.
Not at all.
I don't remember that conversation from before, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Wow, I cannot get rid of this frog in my throat. Seems like every other episode I'm having to do this to y'all. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think I recorded the second dialogue with Hecate, or wrote it in my notes. So that may or may not be new. Don't know.
From Tartarus.
Odysseus, I need your counsel and discretion on something. Prometheus has an ally whom I thought was on my family's side. I faced them together near the mountain summit, where the smoke is thick. But I mustn't say who.
This is big. I haven't seen this one before.
Quite the report, all right. And I have my suspicions as to whom you mean. Well, certainly the gods must know, at least Master Hermes. Or do you reckon that they're unaware?
I don't think they realize that perhaps Hermes does and won't let on. Prometheus said I wouldn't tell a soul who it was because of the harm that doing so would bring. Do you think he's telling the truth?
I'd not wager otherwise. You had best treat it as the truth for now, unless you believe this ally poses an imminent threat to your family. Are you in a position to further investigate?
I think so.
Keep me apprised.
Cool. Don't remember that from before. We're in Terra Incognita here. Cool. Oh, more from Hypnos. Maybe he'll give me he'll give me the soot somehow. I don't know. I'm just so paranoid about this.
Your mother and the rest are safe, Lord Hypnos. They'll surely be expecting your return and presumed you'd wake after all this, but you're still sound asleep. Well, don't worry. I made you a promise, and I intend to keep it.
Maybe the soot won't be returned to me until after I've progressed through some requisite dialogues from him. I choose to believe that's the case, to allay my fears here. Okay.
Rest easy, son of Nyx. Full grown.
Alright. let's put down the easy stuff again, because like last time, I should be going off somewhere with someone and spending the time necessary for these to grow.
You'll flourish here.
19, no, yes.
Ah, that's a nice touch.
Thanks. Silent. Alright, next will be the axe. I think I've still got testaments for the axe, I believe. Let's switch to it and then something else. That always makes him appear.
I meant to note, I had an unusual experience at the House of Hades. I heard no mention of you there, despite your distinguished status. Only of a skeleton who would stand watch outside. Skelly, perhaps akin to that?
Kiddo, you think we skeletons are all the same? That's way over the line, pal. Come on, I would have thought. Unbelievable.
What? I didn't mean to suggest... Oh, I apologize.
I mean, I swear.
Of course, that is the same Skelly. I can't remember if I mentioned this, but in the first game, Skelly was merely a training dummy arranged to stand out in Zagreus' courtyard and allow him to practice. And that was it. And he may or may not have been the great mariner Scyllaeus. That was a story he told Zagreus, but yeah, I actually don't remember how that resolved. But yeah, he was just a training dummy, really. Target practice.
He's safe and sound.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Behold.
Okay, cool. Let me check the testaments real quick.
What would Knight have me do?
Okay, yeah, the axe wants me to go back down and beat Scylla, which I will do. And I'm glad of that, because I want another crack at getting the set. So, cool. That'll be next time, of course. Alright, let's see who wants to accept some gifts from me. I assume everything's remained unchanged since during the redux runs. Hecate, what do you mean may soon be open to another offering? Well, Ambrosia for her. Odysseus, unavailable yet. Nemesis, yeah, but she's more farther along, probably. 8, 9, 10, 11. I've given her 12 already. 10, yeah, only given 10 to Hecate. Norris is not here. Dora, May, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, no, okay. Looks like it's going to be Hecate. Cool. Will she? May soon be open. Alright, let's try it.
Would you care to split this bottle of ambrosia, headmistress? We never truly celebrated the restoration of the Underworld's king and queen here.
Cool.
Sipping the drink of your mountain relatives hardly seems suitable festivity. Oh, very well. You are correct that these shades shall be expecting something. And so I bid you all salute your princess of the Underworld, who never relented against the threat of time itself, and the father of all monsters amongst many others.
Oh, nice. Big celebration.
Thank you, headmistress. Everyone. I never could have done this without you, without these crossroads, the one place I could always return to in a moment of need.
You are welcome here and safe, Melinoë. And whilst we had utmost faith in you, nevertheless, what you accomplished was beyond imagining.
I did what you trained me to do. I'm grateful for your patience through all the many setbacks I had to overcome.
How else could we have stood against time itself if not through patience? I knew you would be a capable student. It is the only reason I pushed you as hard as I did.
So So then what happens now to the unseen? Our shades each have an honorary place in Elysium waiting for them.
Good point.
That may be if they decide to leave, but I suspect they're in no greater hurry to abandon this place than are you. There's always more we may accomplish here, and we stand to go farther together than alone.
Cool.
Thank you all for standing by my side.
Well, it was not the most formal gathering, but my sense is that it was worthwhile. All these shades, they arrived here for lack of any place to go. Now 'tis a permanent home.
Not just a place to stop, a place to stay.
Cool. Yeah, it's basically a war camp. Now it's it's a town. All right. Lovely. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Can't remember what I was gonna say. Never mind. Oh, that's irritating. Oh, yeah, I was going to say that it's kind of funny that Artemis is just sitting back there playing throughout all that. She didn't come join. She's just kind of providing a serenade from a distance. All right, these plants are all up again. Nice. Throw them down again. Oh, now we want to do the long ones, though, because they'll be going on a real run next. Got more spaces to plant than I have seeds.
Live and thrive.
Okay, time for some decorating.
Good evening, broker. Recycle, please, broker.
I think my finger slipped there. I don't know. Olives are a lot.
Returning to the earth.
Oh, I'm still in. Okay, all these things I'm being told I won't need anymore, and I'm free to sell as much as I'd like. That's kind of cool.
Back to Gaia.
Oops, that's right. That's right, we want 100 there.
Some more recycling.
Alright, there's a lot of kudos here. Let's see what we can do with it.
What are we thinking?
Ooh, suddenly I've got tons of Z-sand and don't really need to use it. Let's jump on that. Stygian pillars. Ornate bejeweled monoliths that stand tall to either side of the cauldron. Crafted from discarded remnants of the House of Hades, from before the Titan of Time took it over. Alright.
This seems promising.
Old architecture always has a certain charm, I guess.
I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't fit the aesthetic. This place is not. I don't want to transform this place into a shrine to Hades or bring the Underworld more. This has got its own vibe and ethic and aesthetics. I actually want to go back to the old ones, to the Deathly. Is that No, we're not looking at the columns. We're looking, are we? We're looking at the pillars. Yeah. Eclipse lunar, I think, is what we were at, right? Let's try the lunar.
Let's switch this.
Coming right up.
No, it must have been the other one. The pillars. The eclipse.
A different option here.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems the most thematically appropriate. Let's keep those.
Moonlight guide you.
Alright.
Come on now.
Still don't know what's... Still gonna hang on to the cinder for a while. I know it's been a long time. And the wool I still need for the incantation.
Hi, kitties. I'll go. Here's what we've got.
Cinder... Oh, I'll do this. A new pier sign for goldfish. Painted wooden signage at the fishing pier depicting a glimmering river denizen. When grains of gold began to flow through what once was the bank of the Styx, creatures such as these soon arrived. Sure.
How about this?
It shall be done.
The only goldfish I've seen are in Tartarus, but no more.
Anything else?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Pretty cool. Yeah. Sure. Still no on these. And cinder on that. Okay. Let's take Z sand. That's much better than shadow. Cinder, Z sand, wool and nightmare. I'm gonna hang on to. All right, let's do that. Let's do the distant aspect. 600 kudos. Set of 6 alternate themes featuring an ancient aspect for each of the nocturnal arms. The bearers of the arms have in common their dark origins and a charge to serve the realm beneath the earth.
Should pair well with certain aspects I can use.
Good pick.
Oops. Yeah, let's check those out. Curious. Okay. So it should be this one. Aspect of Momus. No. No. I thought... Oh, okay, so no, they're not the legendary ones, they're just a distant one. Okay, so Momus, Thanatos for the axe, Persephone for the skull. No, that looks like Pan for the blades, but yeah, this is Melinoë, that's Artemis, Pan. Oh, of course, the crow cutters are the legendary, okay. And looks like Nyx. This is Melinoë. One of these is Nyx, one of these is Selene. I don't know. Okay. Oh, and this, right. The Eos, aspect of Eos for the flames. Cool. Looking good. And we will get this one. Titan effigies, yeah. Imposing targets for martial training. Step aside where Scylla typically resides. Find the Titan. Slay the Titan. In the end, the task of the princess of the Underworld was as simple as that. Except it wasn't.
Sure, why not?
Can do. If you can't beat up the real thing, these will have to do.
Cool. Alright. I think that might be it without using cinder or wool or
Moonlight guide us and all.
yeah, things of that
Stand
nature.
right here.
Shadow, I've only got 2. I don't want to use any of it right now. Oh, and without using Nightmare. No, I've got better things to do with that. Alright, I think this might be it. No, there was a cauldron I could get, wasn't there? But that was with Shadow. Or that required Shadow. Even so, this is a big one. I'm willing to do this. Okay, one of my 2 shadows and 2,000 kudos for the Python Cauldron. Forged with the scales of a great beast and imbued with its venom. Though slain by the gods, the serpent's fierce spirit yet lives in a way, as all spirits tend to do. So this is technically, I think, more desirable or more valuable than this one, but I just don't have the Stardust, so it's giving me this one. Let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Got it.
Rest well, Python.
Bet you can cook up some real nasty curses in this baby.
Okay. Well, it's not as attractive looking as the first, but it's definitely I think it's cooler looking. Yeah, let's keep that. Let's keep that. Okay, nothing. Yeah, but I gotta keep it for... Oh. Hang on. This is not hard to get. I thought shadow extraction required darkness. It does not. This is simple. Well, alright. I'm going to be much freer about spending it. I should have checked that. However, I don't have any kudos left, so it doesn't matter right now anyway. Alright. Great. So that's it, folks. Welcome back to those who skipped all the Redux runs. Welcome to everyone else again. We're back on the main track, although it looks like some of the remnant defeat dialogues have been rebooted. I don't know about all of them, but we'll continue. So please like and drop some comments for me. Hit subscribe, all that good stuff. And still wondering what's up with the soot. Hopefully we'll find that out in due course. And yeah, next time we'll grab the axe and probably go down again. But that will be coming up next. So, till then, take care.